There's a point in every trader's journey where you're about to quit. Your account is down, your confidence is shattered. You think, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. And here's the brutal truth. Most traders quit at this exact moment, 3 months before they would have turned the corner. Let me explain why this happens, and how to know if you're actually failing or just in the pit. I call it the pit. It's that phase where nothing works. You follow your plan, still lose. You don't follow your plan, still lose. You take the setup exactly as your system says. Stop gets hit. You skip the setup because it doesn't feel right. It works perfectly without you. You watch other traders post screenshots of wins, big green days, and you think, what do they have that I don't? What am I missing? You check your journal. Your rules are clear. Your execution is decent, but your P&L is still red. And every single morning you wake up with the same thought. Should I just stop? Maybe I'm not cut out for this. The pit feels like failure, like you've hit your ceiling, like the market is telling you, this isn't for you. But here's what most traders don't know. The pit isn't failure. It's the transition. It's the space between I'm learning and I'm profitable. It's the valley you have to cross to get to the other side, and everyone who makes it goes through it. Every single one. The traders posting wins? They were in the pit 6 months ago. They just didn't quit. So the question isn't, am I failing? The question is, do you quit in the pit or do you climb out? There are 3 reasons traders quit right before they'd succeed. Reason 1, they're measuring the wrong thing. They're looking at P&L, and P&L in the pit is random. You can execute perfectly and lose 5 trades in a row. That's variance. But they see red numbers and think, I'm failing, so they quit. What they should be measuring: process compliance. Did I follow my rules? Did I execute without emotion? If yes, you're not failing. You're building the foundation. Reason 2, they don't know how long it takes. Most traders think, 6 months and I'll be profitable. Reality? 18 to 36 months for most people. That's not pessimism. That's data. Mark Douglas said most traders need 10,000 hours of screen time to develop true intuition. But traders quit at month 8 because they thought they'd get it by now. You don't quit a medical degree after year 2 because you're not a surgeon yet. But traders do this all the time. Reason 3, they think the pit means they're not talented. This is the ego trap. If I was meant to do this, it would be easier by now. No, difficulty doesn't mean lack of talent. Difficulty means you're in the learning zone. Easy equals you're not growing. Hard equals you're building new neural pathways. The pit is hard because you're changing, and change is uncomfortable. Okay, real talk. Some people should quit trading. Not everyone is built for this. So how do you know? Here are 3 questions. Answer them honestly. Question 1. Are you following a system or are you gambling? If you don't have a written plan, if you're feeling your way through trades, you're gambling. Quit. Go build a system first. But if you have a system and you're following it, even if you're losing, keep going. Losses while following a system equals tuition. Losses without a system equals waste. Question 2. Are you improving or repeating the same mistakes? Look at your last 50 trades. Are you making new mistakes or the same mistakes? New mistakes equals you're learning. You're testing edges, adjusting, evolving. Same mistakes equals you're not learning. You're stuck in a loop. That's when you need to stop and fix the process. Question 3. Can you afford to keep going? This is practical, not emotional. If you've blown your third account and you're going into debt, stop. Not forever, but stop until you've rebuilt capital. Trading with scared money equals guaranteed failure. But if you're trading with risk capital you can afford to lose, and you're following a system, and you're making new mistakes, not old ones, then you're not failing. You're in the pit, and the pit is temporary.
So what does it look like when you climb out of the pit? It's not dramatic. There's no aha moment where suddenly everything clicks. It's subtle. One day you take a loss and you don't feel anything. That's the first sign. Then you see a setup that used to tempt you and you don't take it because it's not in your plan. That's the second sign. Then you have a green week, not because you finally figured it out, but because you executed your system and the probabilities played out. That's the third sign. And after a few months of this, you realize you're not in the pit anymore. You're not profitable yet, but you're consistent. And consistency is the bridge to profitability. That's when you know you didn't quit. And that decision saved your career. So if you're in the pit right now and you're thinking about quitting, ask yourself, am I failing or am I just uncomfortable? Because discomfort is not failure. Discomfort is growth. And the traders who make it aren't more talented than you. They're not smarter. They're not luckier. They just didn't quit in the pit. So don't quit 3 months before your breakthrough. Don't quit when you're closer than you've ever been. The pit is temporary, but quitting is permanent. Choose wisely.